Hi, this is Josh Zimmerman to comment on a few topics. First one about my last video. Now, apparently I almost got a lawsuit for slander. Well, I did look up on a lot of slander laws. Turns out, if it's an accidental slander, it doesn't count. So, that video is invalid as any case evidence. And considering, and only one comment I made in that video was considered slanderous. And a personal attack on somebody's character. That was not my intent. My intent was to give my point of view on what was going on in the group. My intent was not to slander anybody. And a lot of my friends agree with me. Said that a lawsuit is an asshole move. Personally, I am a victim of some slander, but I did not go so far as to do any sort of thing like lawsuits, because slander only hurts a person's reputation. It doesn't hurt a person. Fact is, I would rather fight it myself than to go through all the time and money of a lawsuit. Plus, if he was telling the truth, a lawsuit would have actually ruined me. Not only of money, but of even getting a job. He was willing to ruin my life. Just over the fact that I told him he was wrong about this Hall of Fame attack. Jeez! You see, I call it a threat because of the fact that I seriously doubt that he even contacted a lawyer. Fact is, he just didn't want the fact that I was telling what I thought. I am actually trying to just tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. My dad just wanted me to tell the truth. That's it. So I'm not keeping any secrets. I'll accept one, but I'm not going to talk about it. It deals with my mom and one of my dad's friends. And other things that have happened. Well, I learned my dad is actually a murder victim. I learned that last week from the toxicology report. Cocaine overdose. Now, he did not do drugs. I know that. He was an alcoholic. He actually, not an alcoholic, a drug, because alcoholics go to meetings. And he smoked. That's it. He did not do drugs. Because my aunt, who lives in Las Vegas, she did drugs. She wanted Dad to do them too. But guess what? My dad refused. Now, there was only one other guy in the house that time around the time Dad died. While my dad was talking to me, this guy could have actually spiked my dad's beer. Because he was left it alone in the bedroom for a while. A few minutes, even a couple of minutes would have been enough to slip cocaine in the beer. But he's being charged with drug possession charges, which means he'll probably get out in a few years. No, he shouldn't be getting that. He should be charged with the crime he's most guilty for, and that's murder. And I have enough evidence. I have testimony that my dad never did drugs. I have threatening cell phone texts from the day this guy showed up. Fact is that what I felt around the time of the Hall of Fame was disgrace. Alright? You see, this character I created, Josh Z, he is exactly me. Alright? The only thing that is fake about him is the persona. That's it. You see, the Lone Wolf persona was a fake. But Josh Z is very much real. Because his backstory is basically mine. It's my real life story, my real life character, everything. And the Lone Wolf persona I created was based on the fact that I didn't see very many of my friends, and that I don't trust everybody with the entire truth half the time. That's it. But the only thing I do keep is secrets. That's it. Okay? Most of the time I'm upfront about everything. I don't tell stories about what happens. I don't tell stories about my point of view. I don't tell stories about other people. I just tell it how it is. That's probably what this guy was mad about. Because I was telling it like it is. I was not intending to attack his character. I was not intending to personally attack him. I was not intending to actually slander him. My intent was only to tell my thoughts. That's it. But he had to go and try and make a federal case about this. Well, he tried to... Well, I could have sued him for slander also. With that whole this group is closed down. Thanks to Josh. That's why I deleted the post. I didn't delete it because, not only because of the fact that it was going to make me a pariah, also because of the fact that, for one, I did not want him I did not want to make a federal case out of this. Now, this video could also be considered slander also. But I do find something strange about this person who is threatening to sue me because I mentioned his group online and asked the question on Facebook where I just wanted somebody's opinion about what happened. My intent was not to slander. I deleted the conversation and what should have stayed between me and him instantly became what my intent was just to get my friends' opinions. What is the big deal? My intent was not to slander the group. My intent was not to slander the leader. My intent was not to slander anybody. Or personally attack somebody's character. My intent was for that Facebook question was just to get others' opinions. Look, I didn't mean everything I said. I didn't mean some of what I said, but I didn't mean some of it. And it's hard to differentiate with me. Now look, I didn't tell any story, so it can't be considered slander. Alright? But my question is, why did he consider the whole video slander if I only mentioned him a couple of minutes? That doesn't make sense. I mean, and judging from what I've seen on my ratings, the video from the state he lives has a majority of around 14 minutes, 48 seconds. So, judging from that, he probably didn't even watch the entire video. And if he did, you'd see that I straight up said this is from my point of view and from my perspective. Even if he read the description, I put it in the description. So he did not have a case. I just hate that whole situation. I'm only continuing this because I was banned for a video. That's what makes this so frustrating. Not to mention that, oh, I don't know, maybe because nobody's even talking to me on Celluphone anymore. Because apparently he's telling everybody that I personally attacked his character. And I did not intend that. I only intended to give my take. Alright? I just find this whole situation ridiculous. And anybody with a law degree would certainly find this whole situation ridiculous. Because my YouTube channel is not a news channel, so he can't very well sue for slander, and my intention was not to get it to as many people as possible. My intention was for it just to be for that group. Now, I know I was getting worked up, but still, I find it hard to believe that he doesn't know what I'm going through. Or that he does know. He has no idea. His father probably never was murdered. But, like I said, that's an assumption on my part. Anyway, like I said, my father was murdered. Because cocaine, OD, was not my dad's style. He would not take drugs. So, this is the final video I'm going to post about the wrestling group with the Hall of Fame. Alright? Unless I'm allowed in. Until then, my videos will be about honorable wrestling warriors. So I'll post a link, and to anybody who joins, I say welcome to HWW, and I'll see you there. Also, please read the descriptions and the rules, because I just want this to be as controversial as possible. This is going to be the beginning of the Monday night and Thursday night wars. Alright?